name's Can, and I'm here with my Hobonichi Day Free that I'm using as a daily journal. And I just want to do a few pages with you, so thanks for joining me. My book is getting pretty chunky, so I'm folding part of it back so that the left side and the right side are kind of equal height. It makes it much easier to work on. I'm also checking back here to see what I wrote down for these days. I was doing so great and then kind of got out of the habit of writing down daily, but I did happen to write something down for these 2 days, so that's good. So first thing I'm going to do is just move in here with my blue pencil and sketch in some of the items for the day. I'm trying to do a little bit more sketching. I don't always manage that. I think sometimes the idea that our sketches need to be like perfect representations kind of block us, and it's like, no, they don't need to be, draw what's easy, that just is representative of what you're doing. Like, I went to an awards assembly and their awards were actually sheets of paper, but this kind of ribbon award was easier to draw where it was clear what it was. So that's what I drew. And just like when you're choosing a sticker, you don't find the exact right thing, you find something kind of close. Same thing with your drawing. Draw what's easy. This is not, I'm drawing a tooth here, the crown, because I had to get a crown replaced. This is actually not the kind of tooth. I'm drawing a molar here just because it's very recognizable as a tooth. You'll see it better later when I ink it in, but that wasn't a molar that I had the work done on, but that's okay. It's just the idea that it's a tooth. So giving yourself permission to be a little freer about what you're drawing, I think really helps make it not so insurmountable. The dates on these pages are by Lovelin's Life, and these are some of my favorite numbers that she did. They're just so big and bold. I really like that. Now I'm pulling out some sheets that I printed from Illustrated Faith. They have lots and lots of digital sheets, and kind of all different kinds of themes. This one has some like artist themes, so I of course had to have that. So I'm cutting out some of the art images to put on these pages because I have been working on a lot of art, so I wanted to include those on these pages. Printed these out on transparent sticker paper, so they are real easy to use, although I did get a little wrinkle in the sticker as I was sticking it down, so I'm peeling it back up and trying to get that wrinkle smoothed back out there, which I do succeed at doing. But I like doing that with a lot of my, I don't do it with all of them, but I do it with quite a few because it makes them just very easy to use. Now I'm using a Pigma micron pen to trace around those drawings that I did so that they are more visible, and then I will be adding some watercolor to them. I'm using my Zig Clean Color watercolor markers, and I am really enjoying those. I put off getting them for a long time until I found this really special deal on a set of 60, which I believe is their largest set, and I am loving them. I am so happy to have them and feel so privileged to have them. You can buy them singly as well, and I know even like Michael's has them by single color, so you can build up a set that way. And I had gotten a couple just to kind of try them out. that way and did really like them. But they are so easy to use for watercolor. I still love my Tombow too, but I use them for different purposes. These, if you know you want a watercolor look, if you're after watercolor, these are the way to go. If you're just wanting to like color something in, or do the Tombow seem like a little less water soluble, so like you still see your original lines more, where the Zig Clean Color bleed out. And I think I have a video coming up kind of comparing these, and not sure when that's going to happen, but I do. The bottom line is I really like those. I really enjoy using them. They're easy to use. They do have a fairly flexible brush nib, so you can't do like real precise things with them. Well, you can't be super precise with these, and I would have a hard time like filling in these letters entirely, but the saving thing is that you can just draw a bit of color and then use your water brush to kind of fill in the space with the water brush. So that is kind of the saving grace when you are trying to do something a little bit more precise with these. Rather than clean off my brush in the back, I'm just using it a bit on the facing page to just carry some of that color over there. I'm adding some lines here along the bottom to where the dates, where the day of the week are, to kind of make a border there. So then I also am going to add some color across the top just to kind of frame in the spread. I'm doing a last bit of inking here on this page, drawing in a canvas. I had been a little bit undecided whether I wanted to include it or not, and then I decided to, so I'm going to go ahead and ink that in as well. I'm trying to make it kind of a simplified version of a piece of art that I was working on this day. It was a landscape, and so hopefully it's simple enough I can kind of replicate a little bit of what it looked like on this little mini canvas on my page. of pre-selected some items as possibilities to go on these pages, so I'm just kind of rifling through those. I end up picking out this by Pocket Journal Pam that says Laundry Day. It's cute. It's a cat with a laundry line hung across its ears, and I don't know why I try to record like not necessarily everything, but just give a smattering of what a typical day is like, and you know, that includes very mundane things like laundry. So I've done the journaling on those 2 pages, and so I think my camera had stopped, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the next day. I have my things printed out and ready for that, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the 19th as well. This is an example of that I also often just print things on regular printer paper and nothing fancy. Saves a little money, and you know, I just do that from time to time as well, and then have to apply my glue with my glue stick to stick it in. But this image is one that I took that morning of the sunrise. My husband drives to work very early. We live in the country, and if there's an extra pretty sunrise, he'll call me and say, go look at the sunrise. And so I did this morning, and it was all very red and purple. It shows more pink on this and on camera, but actually it was kind of like red and purple sunrise. So like that was without any filter, so it was really an unusual color. I also put a printable down by Illustrated Faith again that just fit with that image. I put this Loring Park Art Festival title down because I had a phone interview. I'm going to be a featured artist for that art show coming up. It's the last of July, 1st of August, that weekend, and I had a phone interview, and which was really fun, and it was fun getting to know one of the people working with that. And so I put that on there. It kind of conflicted with a meeting, and because I was thinking I need to stay home, and then I'm about 45 minutes away from the meeting, so that I would miss the meeting, or at least be very, very late. And I realized I don't have to be at home to do a phone interview. So I drove to the meeting early, did the phone interview, and then I was already there for the meeting. And so it's like, duh, I just have to get used to all the possibilities in this new and modern world. I had ordered a large moleskin sketchbook. I've been working in small sketchbooks quite a bit, but I just had a hankering to work big. And so I had ordered this moleskin art sketchbook, and in a A4 size, I believe it is. And it arrived on this day, so I just put the little label from that, tipped that in here. Very excited to start using it for just some big loose work. I've been watching some Sandy Hester videos here on YouTube, and she has really inspired me to do some bigger sketchbook work. So I am very excited about that. Even if not for pieces I want to develop, but just for fun and loosening up, and kind of exploring ideas in my art making. I decided to journal in purple to go with that purple, red and purple sky and that photo that I took in the morning. So I have this multicolor pen that's got kind of bright colors on it. So I like the purple in it. So I'm going to use that to journal. I'm going to add some sketches on this page as well. I went to a bookstore after my meeting, and I bought a book on landscapes, which I'm kind of getting into doing some collage mixed media landscapes now. So I think it will be fun to look through and maybe do some things in my big sketchbook. And then also picked up a gift while I was there as well, which was my real reason for going. Then I went to Trader Joe's. That's kind of my routine after this monthly meeting. It's near a Barnes & Noble bookstore and a Trader Joe's. I live out in the country, so I try to make the most of my trips to town. So those are a couple places I usually try to stop in while I'm there. I was successful with that canvas representation the previous day, so I'm going to try the same thing with this little book that I bought. Actually, it's a big book. It's a little drawing of a big book. And so I'm kind of trying to give a feel for the cover of the book on there. One thing I think it'll kind of be interesting if I ever go back and look, it's like, oh, that's when I got that book. Washi tape sample card here recently. This one has cameras, and so I'm just picking out which camera washi I want to put along the bottom here to signify that this was a filming day after I got back home. I choose a couple more illustrated faith little elements on there, and then that finishes up those 3 pages. Thanks for watching, and hope you come again.